killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handle.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready, check, 53,
Now a first down throw for Newton. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. Give him 9 there, the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. 18 yards. First down, Niners. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton, he'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. It's Young on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punk?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
Gun. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
20.
Newton on 1st down. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now the second down throw on target. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Young. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 33 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. First down, Young looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a...
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Shut. Sit down. Mike. So don't say nothing. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Go. Go. 53's the Mike. 53. Go. Ready? Check. 53's Mike. 53's Mike.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bowe. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Set. Lakini.
Let's go, D.
Gun.
Tight. Watch left. You got 3. 3 down. Mike's 50.
Now Newton on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a pickup of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. Jackson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down. It's Jackson, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
With all the good scouting that goes on in the league, you would think that someone would read a few stats like this one. Rod Woodson holds the NFL record for intercepts returned for touchdowns with 12 in his career. So why do you throw it in his area?
They're just lucky that he didn't return that one for a touchdown. Did get the pick, though. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. He gets it complete to Anquan Boldin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now a first down throw for Newton. Dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. To throw again on second down. Newton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Jason Elam on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
20.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Jones. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Newton. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Big stack pass. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. And he locates Walker, complete.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what, that he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. Nick Bosa, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Kevin Green in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. bring the bass burden.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short.
Get ready. At their own 27-yard line.
Ready. 50. Like 50. I'm coming.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Like 50. I hope you brought your luck because I'm about to take it. Gun. Hey. Over. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Go.
On first down, Newton completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Throwing is Newton. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
20. Gun.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and he gets it to Boulder. 7 yards there and a first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Great. 20.
From the red zone now, Newton eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Great.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Newton. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
It's just me and you. 52's the mic right here.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. And even 50 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Here's Griffin to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's Griffin. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. Check. Crunch.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
To try again after the sack. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Griffin, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
Check, check. Lucky. Let's go.
They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Flushed out right. That's complete, right around the 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
14. 49ers 8.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Good trap. 50's the Mike.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
To throw is RG3. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Griffin. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Griffin being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Griffin. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Vinatieri's kick is good, and that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Jackson. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 76 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now Newton. That's caught by Jackson. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Griffin rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Elam's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, baby.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They go play action. Griffin. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Kevin Green gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin, throw left side complete. That's Holt. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin, flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They run on 1st down with Jackson, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Griffin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want